I was a stay-at-home mom for many, many years, and I recently had somebody say, well, your husband worked so that you could stay at home. No, my husband would have worked regardless if he had a family or not, and I didn't get to work. I chose to stay at home because, of course, as a mom, you want to raise your children, but I did sacrifice building my career, having retirement, developing and networking, and all of those things. That was a sacrifice that I made. My husband, he continued the course of his life, finishing college, getting a job. His life really went unaltered, besides he had a wife at home, cooking, cleaning, taking care of the kids, and children, and a family, which actually benefits men. And I think it just irks me when people don't value the work that women do, and to say, well, you get to stay at home. Like it's, something, a gift that's given to you and someone else on, someone else's behalf. But regardless if you have a wife or family, kids, you still are going to work. So it's not like you're going to work just for them and as some act of, martyrdom. That's not the case. Everybody has to figure out how to provide for themselves, family or not. I wouldn't have chosen any other thing. This cat, obviously, I wouldn't have chosen any other thing. I am glad I got to be home with my kids, but whenever that it's not appreciated or acknowledged that it was a sacrifice to do so, that is whenever I am mad about.
A wise man once said, don't save her, she don't want to be saved. And I didn't know how right he was until I started posting female-centered content online. Because here I am, a woman, talking to women, about the things that we can work on and get better at and grow, so that way we can live these amazing lives that we want to live. And a lot of the girlies just don't want to hear it. And that is disappointing, because in order to enjoy my content, you do have to be a certain type of woman. That's fair. You have to be a woman that takes accountability for her actions, doesn't say, he made me feel this way, she made me feel this way, they made me crash out. No. We take accountability over here. You also have to be an honest woman, a woman who is honest with herself about, here's where I went wrong in the situation. Here's where I could have cut it off before it even got to as bad as it was. And you also have to be a woman that is confident enough to say what she thinks, what she feels about the world, even if none of the rest of the girlies agree. That is such a special type of woman. I love the women in my audience down. I just wish there were more of us. I really do.
When a man goes quiet, most people get it wrong. They call it a phase. They call it ego. They call it games. But what they are actually witnessing is a man who has finally run out of reasons to keep trying. Because men don't just wake up distant. Distance is built slowly over every unanswered effort, every ignored initiative, every moment. He showed up for someone who couldn't be bothered to show up for him. He was the one texting first, always. He was the one making plans and following up and checking in, while the other side of the conversation treated his presence like something optional. He gave consistency where there was none. He gave loyalty where interest was barely there. He gave patience to situations that never once gave him clarity. And for a long time he told himself that effort would eventually be rewarded, that showing up would eventually be noticed, that love given freely would eventually find its way back to him. But it didn't. And the moment he accepted that, everything shifted. He learned that his attention was valuable, and he had been giving it away for free to people who never once considered the cost. He learned that being the one who always tries doesn't create connection. It creates convenience for everyone else. So he stopped, not to hurt anyone, not to prove a point, but because a man who finally knows his worth cannot keep spending it in places that have never once shown him his value back. They will say he changed. The truth is simpler than that. He just finally chose himself. And once a man makes that choice, he never goes back.
I just got a question I just want to ask, and I don't want to fight, for real. I just want it to make sense. Okay? If we want men like our fathers, who paid bills and built houses and changed tires and fought off the danger, then why don't we also want men like our fathers that told us that that dress was too little and go take it off because you're not going outside like that? Why do we not also want fathers that told us to lower our tone? No, you can't hang with her. She's not a good influence. Women don't carry themselves like that. No, you can't do that. Y'all see how crazy that sounds? You want the benefits of a man treating you like his precious daughter. Y'all even be calling y'all's men daddies. And I have never understood that because, yuck, I know who my daddy is. I don't even want to think about my man and my daddy in any kind of commingling way. But nonetheless, y'all call y'all's men daddy because he provides. He gives me what I want. He takes me where I want to go. But then you get upset when he tells you that he don't want you hanging with old gal because old gal is loose in the streets or she cheating on her man. And I don't want my wife, my woman, hanging around a woman like that. He can't tell me who to hang with. Baby, I don't think that dress is something you need to wear today. It's my body. I can wear what I want to wear. All the while, you still want that man to do everything like your daddy, but he can't have no say-so like your daddy. But then y'all also don't want to go 50-50 so y'all can be partners. Make it make sense.
If a man disappears and then comes back months later like nothing happened, there are usually only 3 possible reasons. And I'm going to be honest about them. I know this because I've been that guy. When a man circles back after disappearing, most women assume something meaningful happened. Maybe he reflected and truly realized what he lost, but most of the time, it's much simpler than that. The first reason is loneliness. Time passes, and the excitement of other distractions fades, and suddenly the connection he once had with you starts to feel comforting again. So his curiosity kicks in, and he wonders if the door might still be open. The second reason is the other option didn't work out. Sometimes when a man disappears, it's because he was exploring another possibility. But when that situation ends, he remembers the connection he had before. So he circles back. And this isn't because he suddenly changed. It's simply because the alternative is now gone. The third reason is familiarity. He remembers that being with you felt easy. You liked him and welcomed him into your life with kindness and warmth. He misses that warmth. So he assumes that reaching out again will probably be safe. You gave him little resistance and his effort was low last time, so why not? But here's the important part. Coming back out of convenience is very different from coming back with real intention. So if a man disappears and then returns, don't immediately assume the story in your head is true. Instead, ask him one question. What made you reach out now? Don't ask it emotionally, just be clear. And then listen carefully. Because if his answer is vague or he avoids the question, then absolutely nothing has actually changed. A man who truly values the connection will be very clear about why he came back, and he'll show it through consistent actions why he returned. If this helped you see the pattern more clearly, the link in my bio explains why men come back in much more detail.
Ladies, the results are in. Fresno has the most chivalrous men in California. And see, I always knew this, because Fresno men, we're real respectful. We'll open up the doors for y'all, and no, we won't check you out from behind. No, we won't holler at you like, girl, look at all that. Let me get at you real quick. Nah, that's not us. And when we take you out on the first date, we'll never invite you back to the house because we don't have a house to invite you to. You better invite us over to your house. Unless you want to chill in the car, I'll bring out the air freshener. We'll have a grand time. And when it's winter time, it's cold outside, we'll let you use our coats to let other dudes know that you're ours. Like, don't look at my girl, bro. You see her? She got my sweater on. I mean, because you're shivering, and we're chivalrous. Also, we're real progressive. We believe in strong, independent women that pay for their own meals. You got this, baby. You got us, baby. I believe in you. So, California women out there, if you're tired of dealing with the knuckleheads in your town, change your dating location to Fresno, California to find you a true gentleman, baby. Can I spell chivalrous? C-H-C-H.
And I really like what Ashley was saying. Y'all call y'all men daddy and this, and this when he's providing for you. You call him daddy when he's giving you what you want. And treating you like a princess and all that stuff. But it seems like y'all lose a lot of respect for him when he starts telling you, and honestly and truly, you can extend this to a lot of parents back in the day. Y'all like a man until, well, you know, I want a man like my daddy. But like she was saying, you forget, you know, when you're doing all this other stuff, oh, that's my little girl. But when he tell you, hey, you need to lower your tone, hey, don't talk to me like that, you know. And like I said, back in the day, you get popped in the mouth. I think so. I saw a post somewhere. It was very true. The woman was like, I'm from the era where breathing hard is considered talking back. It is true. That's true. Because it was a sign of disrespect. You know, kids really know how to push your buttons, and they know how to, you know, they know what they're doing, and they know how to try to get away with, oh, I didn't say nothing. Yeah. But the way you breathing and walk around, you still pouting and you protest, and you still got that attitude. Right. And so I'm about to fix it for you. I mean, you know, like they used to say back, well, you know, used to tell me, like my dad used to tell me, I'm gonna give you something to cry about. Well, you don't have to, because you already did. I'm already crying right now. How you gonna anyway? Y'all don't like that part of a man. Y'all don't like the disciplinary part of leadership, of guidance. Y'all don't like that. Y'all don't want a man to tell you what to do, tell you where to go, tell you how to act, tell you what to dress in, tell you who not to hang out with. Y'all don't like that part.
My God.
Homegirl's been dating a dude maybe a month and a half. He's paying for the hotel. The hotel's about $700 a night. I was like, oh, you got your outfits ready? Did I? She was like, girl, I don't even know if I'm going on Tuesday. I was like, why? She was like, because this get my flight to the Turks. And I'm like, but he got your flight back with you. You're flying from somewhere else. He's not flying with you. So she's like, yeah, but he planned the trip for us without getting my flight. And I'm like, bro, how much is the flight to get to the Turks from where you at? $380, right? So she lets him know. He's like, to be quite honest with you, it actually didn't cross my mind because I assumed we were booking our flights together. What I will tell you though, I'm very bothered by the fact that you wouldn't even jump on a plane to come for this trip I planned for us.
If your friend actually liked this, 380 wouldn't have even been a thing. The real fact of the matter is she don't really like this.
That's not true.
Bro,
she's excited about him. Every post on her close friend.
I'm saying this is the root of.
When we started really arguing on the call, I'm like, you went through the whole group chat to tell us how great this guy is, how smart he is, how thoughtful. He got the hotel you wanted. The driver that you didn't need.
When a woman experiences something and really likes it, anything less than that is settling.
Why she ain't just asked for the flight?
It's because she don't really like him.
Well, I'm not gonna lie.
That's not it, Mandy.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like that might be it too.
Bro, get you a that's gonna do what you want.
And this why these hoes gonna have nobody.
And it's okay to have nobody until the right one comes.
Why does the right one need to do every single thing? Okay, so this is how.
See, and this is why, you know, a lot of women will continue to remain and be single. Like, yo, this man really went out of his way to, you know, buy your flight. He say, look, I got you. Just, I want to see if you got a little bit of skin in the game. But you know what? I'm actually going to have to agree with her. I don't really think she like him like that. Because if she did, yeah, like she said, the 380 wouldn't be an issue.
Women be too cool on dating apps sometimes. They be like, oh, my friends dared me to download Hinge. No, they didn't. Nobody tells you to do that. Or they'll be like, the prompt's like the biggest risk you've ever taken. It's always moved across country or downloading this app. Like you want what I want on this app. I hate when people cap. And it's not just women, because like couples in general would do it. They'd be like, oh, how'd you meet? They'd be like, the gym. Like, no, you met online. Y'all seen each other and said need that digitally. All right, I know why I'm on Hinge. I want to go out for sushi or something, maybe a little nightcap at a bar, and then make out in public, even though we're both too old for that. Like, matter of fact, I love you. First date, first link, I don't care. It's not love bombing if I really feel that way. Like, you know how celebrities get married in like 6 weeks of knowing each other? Like, I actually feel that, bro. Enough of the chit chat. I'm not too cool.
I cannot be with a man that sleeps in all the time. A man should be up by 7 a.m. and 7 a.m. is being nice. You are not Sleeping Beauty. Get the f*** up. You don't got work to attend. You don't got a workout to get in. There's nothing around the house that needs to be done. Your car doesn't need to be washed. The grass doesn't need to be cut. Nothing. You just sleeping the day away. You just chilling. Ugh. Be a man. Get the fuck up. Like, early bird gets the worm. Baby, you are starving. You got nothing. Men don't even require that much sleep. And do I think men should take a rest day? Absolutely. A man that works hard all week deserves a rest day. You need to recharge. Sleep in. Do whatever you gotta do. But that's just your everyday life? You're just chilling. Oh, I wake up whenever, I do whatever. Huh? What? Like, you should be ashamed of yourself.
Today I woke up at a smooth 10:27 a.m. And then I stayed in the bed an extra 40 minutes just on my phone. And when I woke up in a house that I paid for by myself. No cosigner, no spouse, nobody else chipping in on that. All me. If I want to wake up late multiple days a week, I'm going to do just that. Worry about your own alarm clock and hush. Matter of fact, just because I seen that video, I'm going to go back home and go back to sleep. That's the life I'm living. Thriving. Doing all right. Waking up whenever the Lord allows it. Taking my sweet time. Worry about your own alarm clock and hush.
Respectfully, but disrespectfully, you're doing too much for a man who's not even earned your softness. Now, let me explain. Too many of y'all ask me this question over and over again. Okay, he hasn't texted me. What should I do? Okay, he sent me a text that he wants to do a date, but I haven't heard anything or the date has not been confirmed. And the truth is, I always tell women, especially in the early days of you dating someone, your only job is to show up and be soft. That's it. Okay? You shouldn't be doing manual labor with a man early days in to you getting to know him. Okay? Because I truly believe that it is the man's job to show up, be consistent, call, text, let you know what's going on with the dates. Really put in the effort to chase you. It shouldn't be the other way around. So I feel like too often y'all are just doing backwards flips, trying to figure out what's going on with a man. And when I ask you questions around, okay, what has been happening? How has been the communication? Has he been consistent? Y'all look at me and say, huh? What? And you're confused. And the truth is, I always tell women, when you are confused, it's not it. And the only way you know it's it is when you don't have to call me.
If you had to choose, would you rather be desired for your body or your finances?
Finances, absolutely.
Why?
Because financially, I already made it bigger. You know, my body has nothing to do with my status in a way. If I've made it financially, I feel like I made it in life, you know?
Why do so many women prefer to show off their bodies rather than their finances?
I don't know. I think it's easier to show off your body, you know, and how much you make. Yeah.
Are those women objectifying themselves?
No.
Why not?
I mean, God gave you your body. You should be allowed to show it. Right? Yeah.
Apparently 45% of Gen Z men haven't ever asked a girl out in the real world. And a lot of the guys are scared of rejection. One comment from a guy said, I asked one girl out and she said, ew, never again. Grow a pair. Oh my goodness. Don't necessarily need to be creepy about it. Just say hi. Why do guys just stare at girls like this? You look like a meerkat. You look like a deer under the headlights because you've seen somebody who has a different gender from you walking past you. You can just be like, hey, How do you speak to an elder lady, one of your grand's friends? You just be like, hey, how's your day been? It's been nice. Why can't we just converse like that? Converse. You don't necessarily need to hit on people. You can just converse normally, like a normal person would, okay? In society, if you want to sell anything or do anything, you have to be able to handle rejection. You're not picking up girls. Why don't you just talk to people, Everybody's equal. Just chat in a nice way, non-threatening way. You will get somewhere,
Okay, I'm just gonna say this, and it's going to annoy some people, but it's true, okay? If you claim to be attracted to women, but you don't go down, or like you're one of those guys who's like, oh, that's quite intimate. I really only do that with girlfriends. Or just like, oh, I'm not like into the taste, you know, it's a bit rank. It's a bit fishy. Yeah. You just don't really like women as much as you claim to. My kind, lesbians, we go down like it is our life's purpose. Dig deep into what it is you're into, because I would suggest it's not women at all.
I'm 36 years old. You ever get to that point in dating where you meet somebody new and they're actually great, and instead of getting excited, you just think to yourself, I gotta do this all over again? Not because you missed the last person, that's not even it. You're just exhausted from starting over. Same process of learning somebody's fears, their traumas, their attachment styles, blah, blah. Just to wake up one day and realize that this one is not gonna work out either. And after enough times, it's not even heartbreak, it's just emotional fatigue, man. Because part of you still wants intimacy, you still want connection. You want to laugh with somebody, you want to build something together, you want to have somebody next to you. But not just anybody. Not some just to fill that hole. I'd rather be lonely forever than do that. Because the other part of you is terrified of fake intimacy. Calling somebody over just because you're lonely. Texting somebody you know that you don't even really want. Using somebody as temporary anesthesia so you don't have to sit alone with your thoughts. Honestly, that weird in-between stage might be the most exhausting part of modern dating, where you crave connection but you no longer have the energy to pretend. Just me?
I think one of the big issues that men have with a lot of these ladies is that they want you to come 100%. I want you to come on full way. Well, why don't we meet in the middle? No. You as a man, you gotta lead me. You gotta guide me all. You gotta prove to me. So a man, you gotta go all the way. Just keep going. Hey, when you gonna come along? Just keep going. Keep going. By the time that man get 100%, she not even moved. She hadn't even moved off the starting line. The man is putting in 100%. She's still sitting back there judging him, seeing if she's gonna start. By the time the man gets to 200%, that's when she's like, oh man, I guess I'll do a little bit, but I don't want to do too much. I don't want to do too much means, I guess I'll text first. And it's that slow wanting to do anything that makes a man step back. You're telling me I gotta go 100% and you give nothing. Go 200% and you decided, oh, good morning, my love. That's all I get for 200%. It don't seem like it's worth it. And that's what men are doing. They're checking out of relationships because it's not worth it. You're a nice girl, but the way you treat people is not worth it.
Unless your husband's making 6 to 7 figures, I don't think you should even consider being a stay-at-home wife. And here's why. I recently made a post about being a stay-at-home wife is one of the most treacherous and dangerous positions a woman can put herself into. And I got some comments like, well, isn't the estate 50-50 in Texas? Isn't it all marital property? Let me show you. I think we can all agree on this. That husband is working his job, doing the career ladder, going up, up, up. Because he has a wife at home that's able to care for the children. He doesn't have to take sick days. He doesn't have to call in from work. He can really focus on his career. Wife kind of stagnates. She's doing the at-home stuff. And there's a lot of value to that. And it's surprising to me how many men don't understand the value of labor. The fact that you don't have to stay home when a child's sick. The wife's running all the errands. A lot of times the wife is contributing to that husband's business. And so you're like, well, aren't wives safe because, especially in Texas, everything's community property? Well, this is why I say, unless your husband is a stud and making good money, I wouldn't even consider it. So let me show you the numbers and the breakdown. Let's say your husband is just an average Joe. He has every tool in his arsenal to be making more, doing more, and all of that. But let's just say he just ain't that dude. He, is making $70,000 and retires making $80,000 or $85,000. I'm sorry, if you have a stay-at-home wife, your job is to excel in business and be making more, and that would be complete letdown to me if I was a stay-at-home wife and like my dude just ended up being average.
Excuse me. I don't like that we don't know each other.
We don't have similar glasses.
We do.
Yeah.
Yours just don't have cameras in them.
Yours have camera?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm on camera.
Do you want to be?
I don't know.
But you can be if you want to be.
I can be.
Yeah.
Can I try your glasses on?
Yeah.
Is that like weird? To
No.
Do you see things through them? Like I mean.
Of course, they're glasses.
What is? Oh.
Yeah, you see.
Wait, I thought it would be like something would like pop up or something.
Oh, like augmented reality?
I don't know.
You're hoping my number would pop up
No.
there.
You're funny.
What's you have a tattoo on your neck?
Yeah.
That's really cool. Hey.
Yeah.
Where's the Destiny one? Because
Destiny?
I feel like this.
I don't have a Destiny one.
I feel like this is Destiny.
This is Destiny.
Where are you
What's your
heading?
name?
Dylan.
Nice to meet you.
That's such a unique name.
Yeah.
Where are you off to?
I'm just going to have a work session right now. So
Okay.
I'm going to this cafe down
Sweet. Work sesh.
work sesh. I have like events coming up. I'm just like doing some graphic design and like organization for the events. So I just need to sit down and like get in my flow. That's what
Cool.
I'm off to.
Well, design your number in my phone here, and we
Where
will.
are you going?
We
What are
will
you up
chat.
to? Bars, clubs, I do everything. I don't know what tonight. I have like friends like DJing at like different spots, so like maybe
Yeah.
one of those spots. Do you like house music?
Oh, of course.
Okay.
Of course.
I'll let you know. I'll message you.
Yeah, shoot me a text.
Okay, well.
Okay.
Good to meet
Yeah.
you.
Just so we're clear, when men say they like women who don't wear a lot of makeup, this is what they're referring to.
Oh, here we go. I love it when a woman knows exactly what a man is talking about.
This is a full face of makeup. This is foundation, concealer, contour, blush, highlighter, powder, brows, eyeshadow, mascara, lip liner, lip gloss. This is a full face of makeup.
Well, you're totally wrong. And y'all say we don't listen. Y'all say we don't listen. You woke up in the morning and put on 143 things on your face to make it look like you're wearing nothing. On your face. Yes. And you say we don't listen? We just say you look pretty without makeup. That's it. There was no double meaning, no hidden meaning, no tricks. No, you just don't need makeup. I mean, wear it if you want to wear it, but you don't need it. You're already pretty. There was no tricks.
They just don't like bright colors.
We don't like bright colors. You ever seen a rainbow? Gorgeous.
Hell yes. A man could feel like he fumbled you, and it's not because you look better now. It's mainly because he knew he probably could have given his all in that relationship, or he could have cheated on you and fumbled you because you was a good woman. Or, he just didn't live up to the expectations he could have, done. And that's the only time when most men feel like they lost or fumbled a good girl, when he know he messed up and he could have been a better man. You see what I'm saying? But if he knew he gave it his all, if he knew he showed up, if he knew he did his thing, and you still came with chaos, disrespect, and entitled mindset, feeling like he gotta compensate for what the last person did. Oh man, him leaving you was the real flex. You see what I'm saying? I could bet $1 million. He's not losing sleep over your glow up, over your mommy makeover, over you bouncing back. Go back. I can bet every dollar I have in the bank he's not losing sleep over that. You know what I mean?
Ladies, if you're not occasionally playfully admitting that sometimes you're crazy, you are delusional and not in the good way. Women are a little bit crazy, myself included. Somebody could have the tiniest facial leak or expression or tick, and we notice it. Most men don't. We feel our emotions quickly, intensely. We process information rapidly. All of that makes us a little bit crazy sometimes. You will get so much farther with men if you're like, baby, I know I'm being a little bit crazy. Help me through it. Versus trying to convince him with your currently warped logic. But if you're operating like you're always so rational and logical and orderly, you're not letting your feminine mystique work in your favor. Follow for more love hacks that actually work.
I had a guy say that women make relationships transactional. Well, are they not?
Everything in life is transactional, not just relationships. Everything in life is transactional. You go to a job, you do a job, you get paid, right? That's a transaction. Your friend buys you a birthday gift on your birthday. Then when their birthday comes around, you get them a gift. That's transaction. Somebody showing you love, you showing them love back. Somebody smiles at you in the street, you smile back. Everything is transactional, whether we like to say it, admit it, acknowledge it or not. Everything is transactional. Everything in life is transactional. So let's that narrative about, oh, women want everything to be transactional. Why not? Why do you think that we're supposed to date you and not expect anything?
Never teach a man how to love you.
Yeah.
Stop reminding him.
Yeah.
Stop asking.
Yeah.
Stop begging. A man who truly cares will not need to be told.
Mm-hmm.
He will not need constant reminders to show up. He knows what effort looks like. He knows how to text you back. He knows how to make time. He knows how to make you feel valued. And if he's not doing those things, it's not because he doesn't know. It's because he's choosing not to. And that is your answer. The right man does not need instructions. He does not need to be trained to treat you right. He shows up consistently without you having to ask. Because when a man truly wants you, his actions will never leave you confused.
Yeah.
Yep. And it's women like you. That's it. You know how when you told us you didn't need us anymore, told us you could do anything that a man can do, told us the patriarchy needed to, and that you expected, make that demanded to be treated exactly the same as men. Funny how quickly that all disappeared when you wanted a place to sit down. You all spewed your hate and garbage for decades now, ladies, and now you're gonna pay the price for doing so. Not just now, but for years to come.
Men aren't actually dating anymore and they blame women. But what if I told you that your lack of effort in yourself is causing it? So here's what to focus on to 5x your dates. First, you don't look clean, you look fine. Showering isn't enough. If your space smells, your skin's dry, and your clothes look wrinkled, you're giving boy, not man. Your style has zero intention. Hoodie and joggers every day isn't a personality. I would wear fitted basics, neutral tones, and clean shoes. You don't need designer, you just need effort. You don't lead. You wait for her to choose the date, the restaurant, and the time. Be decisive. A woman wants a man with a plan. And lastly, you lack emotional awareness. If your only flirting strategy is being funny, you're already behind. Being calm, present, and listening is 10 times more attractive than trying to impress her. Remember, women want connection, not performance. And because
A woman should not be rejected because of her weight. Why is that?
Because, like, what does weight have to do with
Into
it?
the
Like,
mic, into the mic.
what does weight have to do with it? Like, you're telling me that if I was bigger, you wouldn't want me, but because I'm skinny, you want me.
Yeah. Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Hold on. Okay, so Taryn, in your questionnaire, how tall are you and what's the minimum height of a man you would date? You said you're 5'4". The minimum height you would date for a man is 5'9". Wait, how is this any different than the weight thing? You're telling me because a guy's 5'7", you wouldn't date him? Or 5'5", or 5'3"? Well, you can't change your height, but you can definitely change your weight.
But what is it with the fat girls? And, like, there's always that suppression of it, and it's always, like...
What's wrong with women cannot want to date a fat guy.
Well, it's not that you're not supposed to expect anything. It's if a man, like, say for instance, when a man walks up to you, right? He's gonna walk up to you and he's gonna say, "Hey, how you doing?" "Oh, I'm doing great. How are you?" I'm doing pretty good. So, my name is James, and I saw you from across the way. I thought I might come over and introduce myself. "Well, hey, James, are you gonna pay for my rent? I just met you. Like, why would I be paying for your rent? Like, how does that make any sense?" That's transactional. If you want to talk to me, that's transactional. There was a woman in a video. The man came up and he was talking to her. He was, just kind of doing a street interview. Oh, $10 to talk to me. I don't know why he paid the $10, but it was $10 nonetheless, right? I think he was actually trying to get a number low key, but it is what it is. $10, you know, and I'll talk to you. And she really didn't even say a whole bunch of anything, right? And she really wasn't. Honestly, if he would have stuck to his guns and said, no, you know, I'm not gonna give you $10, and just kind of played it off, she would have been like, okay, well, what do you want to know? But because he gave into it, she got $10, right? But that's transactional. Oh, if a man ain't paying for my groceries, then I don't have anything to say to him. If he's not paying for my gas, and I don't have anything to say to him. We don't know each other yet. We're trying to establish a rhythm. We're trying to establish if we even, not even like each other. We're just trying to establish if there is any potential for us to like each other. That's what a lot of times men mean by transactional. And I think modern women know this, and just they don't want to hear.
Especially in these conversations, we expect a man to immediately become responsible for the feelings that he said he wasn't trying to involve in the situation. Because whole time the man can have feelings. He just compartmentalized. It ain't that he clearly like you, because I wouldn't be over here with you if I didn't like you. But even if I do like you, shorty, I said I wasn't on that, so I'm not. And you trying to make me responsible for you being salty because I am who I said I was. You thought you could me off my square. You thought you could massage me off my square and cook a couple meals and bro. If I set the parameters for what we doing and we never updated the parameters for what we doing, it don't matter how much you like me, shorty. This is what we doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you can't hold me responsible for anything outside of that. This you coloring outside the lines.
I understand that it's both parties' responsibility, but the moment that you see somebody else falling in love, right? The moment that you see somebody else is taking it further than you want, instead of you backing up and saying, hey, this is not what I agreed to, I don't want that, you continue to use this woman, you continue to with this woman, you continue to, so at this point, it's manipulation. It's manipulation.
It's manipulation on both sides, though.
It might be manipulation on both sides.
The woman is manipulating not only herself, but the man.
Scale of 1 to 10, how much do you love coming to Costco with your wife? 0. How much do you love coming to Costco with your wife? 0. Can I say negative? So what's the number? 0.
Genuine question. Why do men get married? Why do you need women for? Why do you need your wives if you hate them? Isn't it easier to just stay single or be gay? Clearly you're all gay. You hate your wife.
I'm going to give my perspective here, but before I do, I just want to point this out here. No ring. I'm sure it's completely irrelevant, but here we go. My wife knows I don't like going to Costco, but she still asks me and still wants me to go, and I go with her. Now, I go with her because of her. Now, it doesn't mean I have to like going to Costco. And just because I don't like going to Costco doesn't mean I hate her. All those men were there. Think about that. You're asking men that are at a place if they like being there, and they say no, 0, but they are there. And this woman is still finding some negative way of looking at it and saying, why do you get married? Why do you hate your wives? Just be. What are you talking about? Like, I do stuff all the time for my wife that I don't like, and she does a lot of stuff for me that she doesn't like. That's marriage, dummy. Like, what are you expecting? And it makes me think that's probably why you're single. You don't understand men. You don't understand marriage. I don't like going to Costco, but I do it. My wife doesn't expect me to like going to Costco. She just wants me there. I'm so happy my wife isn't one of these darn nasty feminists. Goodness gracious, I looked out.
There's some suckers out there.
You think it's a sucker if a man take a woman back
Hell
out the
yeah, he's a sucker.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
The lady to take because the man
do. So what makes him a sucker? I really want to hear it.
This is a great conversation. So a man that comes from nothing, who found a way to get himself out of that and do a little success in life, he gets with a girl. He makes her his queen. He treats her like his queen. He gives her everything. He hunts, goes out there, makes no excuses, no matter what the stress is, no matter what the case is. He come in the back to give her. She with her girls. She looking just as fly as her girls. This, that. You gotta understand, when that woman violates that, the man don't know how to handle that, and he just loses it. Cause he's like, yo, you violated that. I don't, because with no disrespect, if you're a provider, you're a guy that did, especially when you come from nothing, I'm not talking about a trust fund baby. I'm talking about a person who came up from nothing and said, all right, I'm going to share this world with this woman and give her everything equal, whatever we do. And then she violates. It's a whole nother way of forgiving this and this and that. Now,
you can never, ever be a high-value man if your partner or your woman is accessible and available to other men. Because your entire respect comes from the woman you choose to mother your children. If you choose loosely and you choose a woman that you would be upset if your daughter grew up to be like, how can you be a high-value man if you can't make high-value choices? If you can't select women properly, how can you claim to be a high-value man simply because you made 6 figures last year? You made 6 figures and you invested it into a home. High-value men have high-value standards. Your values have to be high in order to be high-value. Not your bank balance, but because if you're authentically proud of her, you can't wait to have a daughter that acts exactly like her. But if you are just proud of her when you walk into a room and people stare and people are like, wow, but then privately she treats you badly, or privately you don't know if you can trust her or not, but publicly you feel really proud, that's a fake ego boost.
You have had a real controversial viral moment about choosing the kids or the man. I want to know, has your opinion changed on that? So the moment was, you were asked the question on your podcast, if your ship was sinking and you had to save either your kids or your man, you could only choose one, who would you choose?
My husband.
There you go.
10,000%. This is what's crazy to me. And I'm probably going to eat I don't say what y'all want. I don't care. Biblically speaking, order of the household. God, my spouse, my kids, everybody else. How do I save something that comes from me and not the thing that is of me? If two become one and we are one, how do I go and save the multiplied? This is the original unit. And yes, of course, it sounds insensitive to say I can have more kids. And I'm also speaking from logic and not experience. But this is what I know. Most people don't like their spouse. Most people are married. They're not husband and wife. So if you are just married to a person that you really don't like, and low-key you'd be high-key relieved that your husband or your wife is dead, and then you'd be able to raise your kids. I understand why you would choose your kids.
For sure.
But if this is your once-in-a-lifetime, platinum needle in a haystack, lover, soulmate, best friend, ace boon coon, and this is the one time that you have, that you've spent all this time teaching your person how to love you, and vice versa, I can't choose my children. I can't.
That's true.
There's no God, spouse, children, everybody else. I don't think people value marriage for what it really is.
So this is my point of view on it. With me having 2 kids, and that's like my heart outside of my body, but he's also my heart outside of my body.
Yep.
Before we even got married, what I used to tell you, I love you like I gave birth to you. I can't imagine saying that I would choose my kids or my husband, because I feel like I couldn't choose either. I feel like my perspective is I would trying to save both.
Do you love this man?
I did.
Do you respect him?
No.
This is another hard part that nobody wants to admit about women. We could lose love for you, fall in and out of it occasionally, and then you learn how to get those googly feelings for him again, right? The minute that respect is gone, it ain't never coming back. Women don't know how to re-respect you. So the fact that she is comfortable disrespecting you, playing in your face, cheating, doubling back to cheat again, telling you, the person that she made vows to, that I don't want to hurt him, there's absolutely no respect present in this relationship, and it's impossible to regain respect from somebody once they are comfortable disrespecting you.
All women want the man who plans things and takes initiative, not the man who asks the woman, so what do you want to do? Where do you want to eat? I don't know what to do. They want the man who says, hey, I'm gonna pick you up at 7 p.m. Friday, Saturday night for dinner. We're gonna have a great night. Because initiative shows leadership, and leadership creates a space of safety and security for women, and women fall in love through that overriding feeling of security.
I'm gonna give you 2 things because you said encouraging men specifically. One, remember, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. So a lot of times a woman is saying, well, I told my man this, that, and the other, but you gave him an attitude. And even if you're speaking calm, your energy can attack him. And when we feel attacked, we get defensive. That's human nature for anybody.
Yeah.
So you got to be mindful of how you're presenting that message. Number two, you got to encourage the progress or show appreciation for the progress. I've had countless situations where I counseled married couples. The wife says, yo, he doesn't do X, Y, Z. Let's say he doesn't help me around the house. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm going to talk to him. We talk. He said, all right, I'm going to do it. For the next 3 weeks, he's helping. But in her mind, it's you're supposed to do that. So why do I need to show appreciation? Or I don't trust you're gonna keep doing it. So I'm still gonna hold back my praise and giving you credit for what you're doing. Then the dude's like, what's the point?
Yeah.
I'm doing all this effort and nothing seems to be working with her. I give up. But he gave up because you gave him the signal that this ain't worth it to you. So you got to show him that, no, you appreciate, you see his effort, you see his progress. Because as men, 1 + 1 = 2. If we do this and we get that and it's good, we're going to keep doing it. But if we do this and we don't get that, then we done doing it. Plain and simple.
Well, you heard him, ladies. We need to start giving out stickers. I understood you. I understood you, and I like that. I really with that.
And, you know, I think this is something, you know, when we talk about women wanting to take things to the next level and force the issue, they would get mad if a man were to do that. I think tonight's conversation was kind of talking about that. Oh, well, what are we? This, and this. What were we when we started? You know, what were we when we started? When we started out? Yeah, but you know, I remember the situation just recently when it happened, and she took it too far. Well, what are we? Well, we know we're friends. Well, how come we gotta be friends? You know, I want to be something more. I really like you. I love hard. Right, I understand that you love hard, but I would love to be friends. I think we're just friends. That's it. Period. End of story. A lot of times when modern women want something, they actually don't take no for an answer. They actually continue to do whatever they want to do, when they want to do it, how they want to do it. And they expect everybody to fall in line because they're used to getting what they want. Maybe not everything, but I can pretty much 80% of the time get what I want, right? And maybe 60, 70% of the time, if not a little higher, get exactly what I want. So that's what I'm used to. And that's when I start putting on the charm. When I want to really, really get what I want, I'll start putting on the charm. I start throwing it back on you. I start giving you a little bit more, you know, because this is what I really, really want. I put that thing on him, and now he can't run away from me. He can't get away from me. No, that's not the way that works. I said I was not interested like that. And you did it anyway. Well, you took it, yes, because you offered it to me. I was telling you anything else, and you thought you could change my mind. At some point in time, she got to be accountable too.